Alright folks, we back in the boat. We're gonna ease up here. I know a spot up here I wanna hunt this morning, and then after the morning hunt we're gonna do a little bit of scouting and stuff like that, but for now, you know, I said I know a spot. It ain't gonna be far off I ain't gonna be very far from the boat. So see if we can ease off of this boat and get up here and be as quiet as we can anyhow. Get up the tree. I mean, I don't know exactly how long we're gonna hunt this morning. Probably won't be too terribly long. Alright folks, we're starting to get some daylight. What you can see right there, that's the river. I'm about 20 yards off the river. Out in front of me, I'm sitting in the middle of like a little oak cabin, and I got a few trees dropping acorns, but this little area next down to a point, and about 100 yards in front of me, it turns into pine trees. It's real thick up there. So my guess is they bedding up there in all those palmettos. Alright folks, I was sitting here watching that buck and got to thinking, you know, and should I shoot him or let him walk? And then the first thing that popped in my mind was, my wife told me last night, don't come back without meat. So, that's one reason. The second reason is that I keep seeing on all these different Facebook groups and stuff, every time somebody posts a small buck on there, there's always that one person, always them, that give them heck about shooting small bucks. As a hunter, we already got so much. We already get so much flack for what we do. You know, we don't know everybody's situation. So as a hunter, why would you give any other hunter flack for the choice he makes? As long as it's legal. Why even worry about it? I don't know. I just don't understand why people, don't shoot the spikes and small bucks, let them get bigger. Well, what if this is the only weekend that I had to hunt for the rest of the year? I'm not gonna pass it up. I mean, it's not, I'm just saying. So I'm gonna say this. That small buck is gonna eat just as good as any other deer these people shoot out here. I said today's the last hunt on this little check-in hunt we got, so I'm gonna fill my 2 tags before today's over with. I'm gonna get over here and get this deer and get him jugged to the boat and all that. But you can see here, there's the river. I wanted to go through a little bit more about why I hunted here. I climbed this tree here, which you can see. You can see it right there. It goes up and it turns. I didn't get no higher. I was only 2 sticks high. There is like a swamp bottom creek over here that's flooded. And I drove in on a creek over here and parked the boat and then walked down this edge. It's been about 2 years since I've been out here to this spot. And the last time I was out here, all the deer sign, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there's almost like a transition from what you see in here. It's kind of open. You can see it pretty good ways. Not too far, but I mean it's not thick. And then it gets extra thick, and then it turns into pines. But that last time I was out here, that edge, there was always deer sign on that edge. And when I was out here, there was a lot of scrapes and stuff on these little trees. When I came in this morning, I walked in about halfway and I seen a few scrapes down there. So I come in here, found a tree. I didn't even have a tree marked. I just come in here, used the flashlight to find somewhere that was kind of open, and said, all right, well, I'm gonna climb here. But that deer came from where I figured they would. He come around this edge right here and I walked right down the edge, and he was feeding on these acorns right here. We'll get over here and see what he looks like. Alright, well, you can see a little bit better now that I'm over here. Right there is that edge. I mean, it's really thick. He came from that way, but he did come around this tree right here. When I first seen him, he was standing right here, back in there, and I watched him for a few minutes, trying to debate whether or not I wanted to shoot him or not, and then I just made the decision to go ahead and do it. It actually looks like when I decided to take he's not as young as I thought he was. He's bigger than he looked. He's actually I guess you can consider him a 6-point. Let me get him over here to the boat and we'll get him set up. Get you some better video of it once I get all this crap off my back. Alright folks, I got him back up to the boat. I said he's actually a bigger body deer than I thought he was. And I thought he was just a spike, but he's actually a 6-point. You know, depending on how you want to count it there. But so we're gonna get this old boy up to the check station and get him checked in. And then I'm gonna come back out here and eat some lunch and do a little bit of scouting, get ready for the afternoon hunt. Different area. Looking at it on the map, it looks like it's a pretty good spot. Got a bunch of oaks. There's on the map you can see a definite line of transition of trees. So we're gonna work our way back that way and see what it looks like. But Well, this afternoon's hunt, I'm just gonna sit on the ground. I got a tree right here and I got a little stool with me. I'm out on this little, there's like a little high ground, and it's got water, little creeks running through here. The deeper we go, the more swampier it's getting. You know, and there's a bigger creek out in front of me, which I'll show you here in a minute. But there's a bigger creek that's got a real thick edge on it that runs parallel right here. When I was walking out here, I seen a couple small pigs, but it was all really little bitty things. I never did see the mama or anything. But there's a heck of a trail running down that edge right there. So I'm just gonna hang out here. My wind's kind of blowing out into the swamp right now. It keeps shifting around, so I don't know if we're gonna have a good wind the whole time, but right now it's good. It's blowing out into the swamp. I say that, but I got deer tracks going into the swamp right here behind me. I said I'm just gonna hang out here. We kind of run out of time. Mike's boat was having some issues, and we spent a pretty good bit of time working on it. So yeah, I'm just gonna hang out here, see what we can make happen. I think we got ourselves in a dilemma. The water's done come up. But I say 5 or 6 inches since we've been out here. I mean, it's flowing in here pretty good. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be able to sit. See, this is what I was talking about. None of this had water in it when I come out here. This was all dry. This crap come up quick. So now I don't remember where all these little creeks was at. I'm probably gonna fall in one and get wet. Looks like I'm about to get wet right here. Good God. Hopefully my boat ain't done got pushed up on the bank or nothing. Alright. Finally got some high ground here. I said I don't want to get stuck out here in this swamp. I just don't like how fast this water come up. You know, because it's come up, I said, a good 6 inches since I got back there and sat down. But we appreciate y'all watching. Stay tuned. We'll catch you on the next video.